There are many, many things that I love about horror scholarship and specifically monster studies. It's what I specialize in, it's what I wrote my dissertation on, but among the many cool things about this area is how much of it is freely available online. I'm Carlos, I'm an educator and a literary scholar. Here are 6 pieces of monster theory that you can access right now with nothing but an internet connection. I think lots of monster theorists and horror scholars would be comfortable saying that one of the fundamental essays of the field is H.P. Lovecraft's 1925 to 27 essay Supernatural Horror in Literature. He wrote it in that time period. He came out with it in 27 and then he expanded it again and revised it to be republished in 1933-34, something thereabouts. And in this essay, he takes the time to make a sort of history. I wouldn't go so far as to say a taxonomy of, but certainly a history of the horror genre and sort of his articulation of what the weird tale is. We get that expression from H.P. Lovecraft, the weird tale. He at least popularized it and kind of became the sort of godfather to the weird. There were weird writers before him, and this essay is what makes that case. He starts way, way, way back. It's talking about myths and talking about, we get that very famous line that the greatest emotion of mankind is fear, and the greatest fear is fear of the unknown. That comes from this essay. And he starts off there in a sort of faux anthropological stance to talk about how we used to be afraid of things, and we gave those things that we didn't understand names, and those names eventually became monsters. It's important to note H.P. Lovecraft himself was an atheist. He also wasn't a very good dude. So H.P. Lovecraft sort of talks about his own literary genealogy and who he read to get to a point where he started to write horror, and sort of his circle, because the Cthulhu mythos started with him, but it expanded beyond him. It even lived on beyond him and continues to be expanded on today by other filmmakers and other writers who build on that mythos that started with H.P. Lovecraft, his articulation of what makes the weird and what makes the horror tale a proper, artful, skillful horror tale. You can find it in Supernatural Horror in Literature. There is an annotated critical version by H.P. Lovecraft scholar S.T. Joshi. If you want to have a deeper dive into it, I definitely suggest picking that up. It's slim and it's really valuable, but you don't need it. You also can just read the essay and get a lot out of it.